Hi viewers, my name's Cara. I'm your host for Tuesdays on the Pagan Perspective, and I'm sorry that I sound really stuffy. I have a cold, and I'm sorry that I look like hell. It's Valentine's Day, and people got me candygrams, and I didn't even know that there were candygrams, so I feel like a really bad person because my friends got me candy and I didn't get them anything. Now that I'm done making excuses for my appearance and audible quality, the topic this week was suggested by Max, and the question is, are there any new gods and goddesses, and if so, how might they present themselves? My answer to this question is yes and no, depending on the way you look at it and depending on whether you view deity as literal or symbolic. My first thought was no, new gods and goddesses do not just come into being, and I thought this because I was thinking of literal deity. I do not think of deity as being literal, so I don't think that a new one could suddenly pop into existence, because I believe that the gods and goddesses are forms that we have come up with as humans as a way of explaining the universe. So I don't think that a new one could just show up and decide to show itself to us, because they already all do exist, in my opinion, and we have just created different versions of them as we go. So I was thinking like brand new goddess out of nowhere, and no, I don't think that could happen. But after watching Annie's and Yucca's videos for yesterday, I realized that my answer to this question is also yes, if you view the deity as symbolic, because I do believe that we are constantly coming up with new aspects of them, and that it's possible for us to discover areas of them and new ways of believing in them and new aspects of them. I believe that as we personally work with deity, we can make new connections with them and come up with new associations of them, and different pieces of them can sort of show themselves to us at different times. So I do believe that we can be learning new things about them and new ways about them and making new connections that we've never seen before. So if that's what you mean by how might a new god or goddess present itself, how a new god or goddess might present itself to you, if it's new to you, then yes, I think that could definitely happen. But I don't think of this as new deities coming into being, I just view this as us finding new ways of relating to them. But then again, I think of deity as ways that we think about things, so I guess my answer is yes. I think that Annie was right when she mentioned that someone created the idea of each specific deity at any given time. Someone realized that those associations exist in that specific way, and someone came up with their name, whether they thought it up or whether they were the first person to hear that name from that deity. Someone or some group first put that association into a group, and we could definitely do that too. As we have our own experiences and make our own connections, I'm sure that specific things could happen differently for different people. Even if there is a deity that is historically known as part of a pantheon in history, it could be new to us. Even if it is an old known god, it might be new to us. We might come up with a new symbol of it in our own personal life and how we connect to it. So yeah, it depends on how you look at it. So no, I do not think that any brand new deity entity could suddenly exist, because I personally feel like the energies that they come from already exist in the universe and already have. So no, I don't think that it would just pop up out of nowhere. But I guess that if you were looking at it in terms of aspects and symbolism, yes, I do think that we could come up with new ways of looking at them, and they might, what was the word you said, how would they present themselves? And I guess they would present themselves depending on however you normally connect, I guess, whether it's through meditation or dreams or just in your symbols. They would present themselves to you somehow, personally, any way that you seek them, I suppose. I just want you to know that at this point, this stuffy sound is from my cold, and it's really annoying to me. I'm sorry I sound so froggy. I have plenty of boxes of tissues, and I am getting over the weather change cold I've got going on. So thank you very much for the question, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time, and until then, blessed be, happy Valentine's Day if you're celebrating it, happy whatever, have a nice day, bye.